Well, hello and welcome to Auto Addicts, fellow humans and non-humans. Auto Addicts. As you can see today, we're back on with a Peugeot, and about time. Right, so let's give the Peugeot its first wash since 2004, 18 years ago. Obviously there's bits like that over there. It's only going to get a quick wash just so it looks a little bit less abandoned, but yeah, 18 years since it was last washed, apart from when it got rained on yesterday. So let's get going. So its first wash, it's looking a bit better. Obviously it is wet, you can see it's starting to dry. It's going a bit pink, but you know, it's an old car. Certainly looks better with the new wheel trims on. Obviously these need blacking up, you'd expect that. Little chip in the windscreen I hadn't noticed, but a few little nicks, but you know, on the whole it still looks a good honest car. I'm pleased we've got that black mark off there. That came off nice and easy. But, yeah, looks a lot better. So first wash in 18 years. It was only a wash with a low power battery operated jet wash using turtle wax soap. So and obviously a quick brush over. So it's not a proper wash. It does need a good you know, a real proper good clean, mop the paint up, and I think this will come up well. Said a couple of little bits that need doing. A little bit there. There's that bit that's been painted the wrong colour on there. Well, it's been repaired. But yeah, on the whole, I'm quite pleased with how that's come up. So, next job, brakes. Oh, they're on there tight. Grimy. Let's hope I don't need to do calipers. But, let's investigate. Wouldn't surprise me if I do. Anyway, right, let's get all this lot off. So how far are we at the moment? Well, I've replaced the rear cylinder, rear brake cylinder. The pipe that runs from the back of that up there would not come out of that end or that end, so I cut that off. Obviously it didn't matter from the cylinder because that's being replaced, and I got it off the other end where it goes in the flexi. So my mechanic is going to make me up some new pipes for that side. On the front there I've got a new disc, a new caliper. On this side, same thing, I've replaced the cylinder, cut the pipe off. I cannot get it off that pipe there, the out of focus one. It will not come off there, so I've squirted a shed load of WD up there. I'll leave it for a little while and have another go. Done the caliper on the front of this, but these screws won't come out, so my next job is clobber it with that and see if I can get that disc off. Wish me luck. Rounded off that one. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Let's see if a flat head will fit in there. We'll give it a go, but I'm not hopeful. Might be moving. Oh, it is. There we go. Oh, fucking hell. That's about 30 degrees out here today, which might not seem much if you're abroad, but for a Brit, 30 degrees C is bloody hot, and certainly not when fat people should be doing manual labour. Oh, but it's out. Thank God for that. Oh. Now, if this is anything like the other side, the disc won't want to come off now. No. So I've now got to hammer fucking out the disc. Give it a squirt of WD-40. I won't bore you with this, but we'll come back when I've beaten fuck out of it and it's off. And when a big hammer won't do it, we'll go to a bigger hammer. Not helped by the lack of room in here, but we'll get there. Well, brute force and ignorance, but I've never had that happen before. The whole disc came apart, so I reckon that was obviously getting a bit weak, and it was grooved, so it did need changing, but that was before I started clobbering it too hard, so I reckon that was changed not a moment too soon. But anyway, give that a clean up and stick a new disc on. Alright, so the disc's on. I've got some pads in. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here though. So I've got obviously the sensor wear indicators there going up to 1, but there's only one clip there, and that doesn't seem to clip in to these, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I'll have to investigate that. Worst case scenario, I'll cut them off, but we will look into that. I know a lot of people don't like copper slip nowadays, but I like to put a little bit on the back of the pads. And yeah, so now it's just fit the pins and the springs, and this side is done. So there we go. For now I've just tucked them behind there, and while I investigate, I think they're going to end up getting cut off because it doesn't look like, unless there's another bit of wire that should plug on there to a double adapter, I don't see how they are. So anyway, just give these a last quick squirt over with brake clean, put the wheel back on. There you go, the front wheel's back on. The back ones, I've taken the drums off and I'll take them in, get a bit of emery paper on them and clean the drums up. I might just give those a little lick of rust killer and a bit of satin black, maybe, we'll see. Just the back bit there, just tidy things up. But yeah, clean them up, put the shoes on, do the brake pipes, and that's the brakes done. All I've then got to do, give it a quick oil and filter change, new wipers, and have a look at the radio. Then tyres, rad, MOT, Festival of the Unexceptional. So I've just rust treated that, just make it look a little bit better. The flexi pipe, didn't like, I couldn't get the fitting off, so the flexi pipe needs replacing as well. The other one looks a bit suspect, so I'm admitting defeat, and it is next week going to go down to my mechanic and get him to sort the brakes out. On the plus side, we do now have that click. Opening doors. So all the doors now open, which is brilliant. So it really is just the brakes, the rad and the tyres to sort out, and we're good to go. So taking out the air filter, that's a weird, just a lump of foam, very strange, but the replacement looks a bit like a normal air filter, so we'll go with that. Oh, that wheel bearing doesn't sound good. But there, it's off to Dean's. So while Dean's got the car to sort out the brakes that I couldn't, I will nip up there at some point and replace the radiator and do an oil change and whatever, but I need Dean to do the brakes. I thought I'd get on with the radio. It's the proper Peugeot radio. I've already had it open, cleaned the head, the capstan, pinch wheel, etc. You can see that was quite focus. That was quite grubby. So, bit of IPA, isopropyl alcohol, clean all that up. I've had a good look across the board because, as you can see, the case is a bit rusty. So I was a little bit worried about damp, but nothing looks to be corroded. I can't see any dry joints, so everything there looks good. So I'm just going to reassemble this and try it out. But yeah, so Dean's doing the brakes, I'm doing the radio, and hopefully, as long as nothing else goes wrong, we should have an MOT on it fairly soon. And yeah, so come back for more in a future video and see how the progress is going. Meanwhile, take care, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in a fortnight.